Have you ever noticed, the moment the world gets quiet, your mind gets louder? At night, when there's nothing left to do, your brain refuses to rest, and it feels like you're fighting thoughts you never invited. This isn't weakness. This isn't overreacting. This is your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do, but at the wrong time. Tonight, we're going to talk about why your mind won't slow down at night, and why it feels so much worse when you're alone. We will explore the deep, often misunderstood mechanics of our own consciousness, peeling back the layers of nighttime anxiety to find not a flaw, but a function. This journey isn't about finding a quick fix, but about developing a new relationship with the voice in your head, a voice that often gets the loudest when the lights go out. The human brain was never built for silence. Think about our evolutionary history. For millennia, silence meant danger. A quiet forest could mean a predator was near. A sudden halt in tribal chatter could signal an intruder. Our ancestors survived because their brains were wired to be vigilant, to scan the environment for threats, especially in moments of stillness. Silence leaves a space, a vacuum, and in the absence of external stimuli, your mind, driven by this ancient programming, rushes to fill it. During the day, you are protected by a fortress of noise, the home of the city, the demands of your job, the back and forth of conversations, the endless scroll of social media. These are your distractions. They act as a buffer, keeping the deeper, more unsettling thoughts at bay. But at night, this fortress crumbles. The world outside goes dark and quiet. The distractions fade away, and there's nothing left to occupy the foreground of your mind. So your brain, left with no external data to process, turns its powerful lens inward. It begins to scan your internal world for threats with the same intensity it once used to scan the savannah. The silence you crave for rest becomes the very stage on which your anxieties perform. This leads us to the nature of overthinking itself. Overthinking isn't a modern-day malfunction. It's a deeply ingrained survival system. Your brain operates on a simple, powerful premise. If it can anticipate every possible negative outcome, it can prepare for it. It believes that if it replays every mistake you've ever made, every awkward conversation, every moment of regret, it can learn from them and prevent future pain. It obsessively games out every possible future, constructing elaborate scenarios of failure and loss, not to torture you, but to create a contingency plan. In its own primitive logic, overthinking is a form of protection. It's a dress rehearsal for disaster. The problem is, your brain's threat detection system doesn't understand the concept of time very well. In the quiet of the night, it treats a memory from 10 years ago with the same urgency as a clear and present danger. An imagined argument with your boss tomorrow feels as real and threatening as a lion in the grass. The past, the present, and the infinite, imagined futures all collapse into a single, terrifying now. Your nervous system responds accordingly, flooding you with the same fight-or-flight chemicals you'd need if the threat were real. But there is no lion. There is only you, alone in your bed, wrestling with ghosts. So why do these thoughts feel so much more potent, so much more overwhelming at night? The answer lies in our daily biological rhythm. During the day, the prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain, is fully engaged. It acts as a gatekeeper, filtering out irrational fears and putting anxieties into perspective. But as the day ends and you prepare for sleep, your brain chemistry shifts. Your logical defenses are tired. The production of cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps you alert during the day, begins to drop. Simultaneously, the parts of your brain associated with emotional processing and memory, like the amygdala and hippocampus, become more active. This chemical shift creates a perfect storm. Your emotional brain is revved up while your rational brain is winding down. That's why a worry you could easily dismiss at 2 in the afternoon can feel like an existential crisis at 2 in the morning. The thoughts themselves haven't changed. Their power over you has. It's not that things suddenly got worse in the dark. It's that your brain, in its most vulnerable and unfiltered state, is finally alone with you. The walls are down, the guards are asleep, and every unresolved emotion, every suppressed fear, is free to roam the corridors of your mind. And here lies a profound paradox. The people who overthink the most are often the ones who appear the strongest during the day. They are the planners, the problem solvers, the ones who carry the emotional and logistical weight for others. They are the pillars of their families, the reliable figures in their workplaces, the friends everyone turns to for support. All day long, they hold things together, managing complexities and suppressing their own needs to meet the needs of others. Their minds are constantly working, but in service of the external world. Then, night comes. The phone stops ringing. The emails stop arriving. No one needs them anymore. And in that sudden stillness, the immense pressure they've been holding back all day has nowhere to go. Their mind, which has been in high gear for hours, doesn't just switch off. It collapses under the accumulated weight of the day's responsibilities, anxieties, and unspoken fears. The overthinking isn't a sign of weakness. It's the delayed echo of their strength. It's the price they pay for holding it all together when the sun is up. So, what can we take from this? Here is the crucial insight. Your brain is not trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. It's using ancient, outdated methods that are no longer suited to our modern world. But its intention is rooted in survival. Overthinking is not your mind punishing you. It is your mind desperately asking for a sense of safety and control in a world that often feels unsafe and chaotic. It's a cry for help, not an act of aggression. The moment you truly understand this, the battle changes. You stop fighting your thoughts and start listening to them. You stop seeing your mind as an enemy and begin to see it as a frightened part of yourself that needs reassurance. The goal is no longer to silence the thoughts, but to understand the fear that fuels them. This shift in perspective is not just a mental trick. It's a fundamental change in your relationship with yourself. If your thoughts get louder when the world gets quiet, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means your mind has finally found the space to speak. It means the parts of you that are ignored during the busy day are now demanding to be heard. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply to listen, to sit with the noise without judgment, to acknowledge the fear without being consumed by it. Listening is the first step toward understanding, and understanding is the first step toward true, lasting rest. Thank you for watching.